You can see everybody good. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure because I'm extra. Everybody who's commenting on Miss V on my personal page, I can see your comments from here, but I won't be able to read them. So if you get too much, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna jump over. But y'all know me. I like telling everybody good morning because y'all don't even gotta be on here with me. So hey Tavon, how you feeling? Good morning to people over here in the group. Good morning to people over here with natural beauty. Look, I'm here, and I love you back. All right, here we go. All right, so first we want to talk to Miss Donna. Miss Donna has an upcoming event this Sunday on the 21st, fashion show where your bees are being featured. Tell us about that.
Okay, so not only did waist beads like change my life, my perspective, my consciousness, I was like, this is art. Number one, black women are art in general.
In itself.
In general. And waist bead being the first form of lingerie, I was like, yeah, we need to, this needs to be a visual aspect. It really does. So,
yeah, I was just about to ask that. Like,
yeah, waist beads were the first form of lingerie. First form of lingerie, to see the silhouette and the black woman and the curves.
I was ready to say, yeah, for our culture.
I was ready to say, look, think back to African culture.
Let's go.
With the black beads.
Let's go.
And that's all they had was maybe a fixture here,
Can you imagine?
fixture here. That is gorgeous.
Can you imagine?
Ain't nothing like a black body with nothing on but some waist beads.
A lot of things you could do with them. You know, they grip. You know, for that, yeah. So
for that, get over here.
For all of those, for all of that. So I'm like,
There you go.
Period. So I'm like, I need to make this a visual thing. I need to make this artsy. So just like me and you know, we knock down doors. Hey, I want to do this. Hey, I want to do that. And I was like, okay. So it's kind of up to me and pushing my vision. You know, when you're an entrepreneur, you don't only want to see the picture. Right. And you painting it for everybody else.
And hoping that they blink their eye like, yup, now I see it.
So I partnered up. I knocked on the right door. Her name is the Charm City Maven, and she is actually up and coming Baltimore reviewer. So she walk around and tell everybody where to go, what to do, how to do it. And I was like, I need to do this. And she's like, yeah. So there's the history on that. So the Waist Bead Fashion Show, the first ever. And see, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I feel like as African American people, we have so many firsts. The problem is we're not the documenters of our history.
Right.
So what you have to do is always be ready to document. However, whether you got to go here, tell who, radio, whatever. Yeah, I'm the first doing it. First one that did the Waist Bead book ever. And also the first one to do the fashion show ever. So first Waist Bead fashion show. Hey, because I'm proud of myself. Because the vision is coming alive. So
and it's nothing like seeing your vision big. I'm telling you, at first I got the DMs from you on Instagram. And she was like, because I want to see, I'm having a fashion show, I want to feature. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Boom. Skipped it. Because I have always been the person who, since I started my clothing line, somebody come to me and say, oh, V, you know, you do X, Y, Z. Tell me how I can do it. And I put them on, and before I know it, they taking everything I did exactly and making it their name. And then you don't give me no acknowledgement, no appreciation, and you done took what I made and made it yours. So you done like photocopied me into your own shit. So for like 2 years, this had happened with me, and it hurt. So I started retreating back to my own space. And then I just kept on saying, you know, God gave me this vision. It wasn't like clothes was always my thing.
Sure.
Being a designer, artsy person was
it's
never
your
my
calling.
thing. And
when
that's
it's your calling,
what I was about to say. And the difference is it was my calling.
Absolutely.
God gave me the word timeless over and over again. I thought it was for one thing, it was for something else. So when I was getting the messages from you, I was like, what is this
I wasn't going to give up. I was like,
what is this shit talking about?
DM. Oh, she didn't hear me. Video.
Right. So that's what she did. So she sent a video of herself talking about every fucking thing that she had been DMing me. Okay. And that's what got my attention. Because it's like, she really want this out here. And she really like thought of me. And it became a privilege. And I did talk to her and I was like, look, I do like 1 million things.
She did.
Literally.
Initially, that was
a day.
I'm busy, sis. But I can see.
But whatever you need, I'm going to give you some pieces of timeless clothes because you thought about me. Because what I did was went to your page.
But I only know about your timeless. I ain't know all of this.
Right. But
this was the plus. I'm like, what? Okay,
I did the jackpot, right? So I went to your page and I saw videos of you posting. And I was like, she got an awesome following. Like, people are really commenting. And I ain't going, look, y'all know how the show, we tend to get a little grown up with some of the shit we say. But one particular video she had up there talking about, because she like how a thick woman look over the dumb woman. And I said, bitch, that's what I'm talking about. Keep it real. And that's what made me say, let me go ahead, let me see where it sits at. She ain't called me. And I gotta reach out. So I was like, I really appreciate you thinking of me to go on it. You know, most black women have a tendency to hate, like your shit, and still don't tell you. Like, a lot of factors come with that. You were very persistent on, this is the team I want, and this is how I'm gonna rock it off.
And when you are a big energy woman such as ourselves, it's like one or two things is gonna happen. It's either gonna be a get down or lay down, or you gonna become a ungrateful admirer. And sometimes that's what we get. But my mission is to bridge that gap, because unfortunately, and I'm sorry, y'all can get me together if y'all need to, but it kind of stems from the Willie Lynch theory. So it's put everything against everything. So a lot of times that hate is actually handed down. I read Nina Simone's book, talks about it a lot. She says, I have to be patient with my people, for they do not understand. So this handed down, I don't like her, that come from slavery days, when slave master came and seen y'all was having too much fun. He said, break that up. Yeah, take her to the next plantation. So it's handed down. People don't even understand why they doing this. So me, I go, oh, poor Pook. Come sit with us. Yeah, let me explain to you why you feel like this. So I am just very, very grateful and honored to be here and just be a part of this. And look how you've been moving and shaking and kicking up dust. You said for 10 years. Yes, I'm learning. You have to be around great people, because iron sharpens iron. So I said, and it
definitely does. Like, I'm telling you, the comment yesterday was just, we were doing co-parenting. And single parenting, and what the girls do, and then you know how many guys that are actually single parents, and how bad child support fall off. We went from that to homosexuals, and Eddie Coleman.
I got a tendency of shaking the room.
He had comments that, he had comments that made you feel a certain type of way, but at the same time, he's like, well, I'm not even nobody's parent. I'm not a biological parent. I'm actually the uncle of the children of the children. So everybody on the show is like, well, you can't fucking deal with what I'm dealing with, because you know I had to stand in front of child support. But he's dealing with it from a different angle. Then somebody said, well, gay people have been getting a lot of rights this millennium, which a lot of things has changed in their favor. But then Eddie came, I mean, he was not fucking dialing down, okay? He was determined. He was going to say anything these men said.
It takes a village.
Yeah,
and nobody identifies the village. Everybody think it's mom, they think it's dad, but what if mom at the club, who got the babies?
Yeah, you're right.
If mom and dad are on vacation, who got the babies? Who's dealing with and we're not identifying the sexuality of the village.
We just said it's a village. And
so yes, he has every right.
That's where he was coming from.
Right.
I thought that it was going to calm him down when it was like, well, all right, man.
Should have stood 10 toes.
Did he
hear me?
Did he stand 10 toes with the type of 10 toes? The nigga said, V, I don't got the phone number. I called 4 times. 4 times. Answer the phone. I said,
I left a message.
Because what you going to do is get this.
What y'all going to do is get what I have to say.
This word.
So he called in. He said the same thing. And one thing that struck me for today's show instantly was that, I think it was tone. Somebody said something in reference to the way, the direction things have moved in the homosexual world, the gay and lesbian world community, which it has, I can say, in a lot of things that people are doing differently for them or giving them rights to, is to say, acknowledge, look what I did. I did that for them too. But like Eddie said, he's in the lifestyle. He's of the lifestyle. So you don't even know how many times I'm still of that because I'm a homosexual man as a pedophile. And when he said that, I said, well, that's my topic for them all.
Thanks.
Call the right up. Eddie, did I text you all night? You text me. What are you going to do? I need you here. Then I got up this morning. What you trying to do? Then I called him. Fucking he answered this call. I ain't waiting for no message.
And to piggyback on that, it is true because, you know, when we were younger, you didn't understand a lot of stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I was younger, if I'm meeting Eddie, I'm like, man, get away from me. You know what I'm saying? But then when you mature and you know that it's more things in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, what I got to beef with him for?
Right.
That's his preference.
Right.
I still chop it up. Hey, what's up, man? Blah, blah. I see a brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the piggyback on the thing as far as the kids, the only gripe we had was we looked, after I processed it, I'm like, damn, well, yo was strong enough to put himself in that struggle.
And
that struggle got
so that's
put
how
on us.
our conversation went after you were off the phone, after we got off air. Was like, he didn't just was like the dad, and the bitches treated y'all like, well, you go to child support, fuck you. And then y'all got the beefing. He was actually like, I see my niece, my nephew doing whatever, my sister doing whatever. I'm going to put myself in the equation. I want the kid.
Yeah, because he's saving them. Because
he's saving
obviously nobody is shit.
Yeah, you know, I kind of felt this pain because my mother did foster care for 37 years. All of my siblings adopted. I'm the only child.
And he mentioned that after the show yesterday.
You know what I'm saying? So I get jumping into the fight like that for some kids that don't belong to you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I understand that completely. You know, shout out to my sister, my brother, you know, whatever. But I was just, it made me feel some type of way because I know the horror stories that I hear from brothers that's just trying to be good fucking fathers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let alone uncle that's coming into the,
you know what I mean?
Get the children, and he's
yeah. Case in point, I say I got a stack of papers on my fucking dining room table this high that I gotta take.
And it's like we wasn't trying to jump on the brother.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to jump on you, but I'm just like,
just clicked in automatically because the shit we been through.
Right. Man, so I was on the phone, I really couldn't convey everything I wanted to say. So
I understood
that.
And that's why I thought about when I got home. I'm like, wait a minute, bro really stepped in. I'm like, yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, and like not even on the step in type of like I got friends, like close friends that I've had since elementary school. Like one of my best friends had a child at the age of 15. And you gotta think like if you 15 years old, I'm 15, we all kids. That's my child too. So where though we literally taking the kid to school with us.
Yeah, everybody up in the friends.
Shout out to the Clifton Child Care Program. Like we was taking the kids, taking little to school. And I actually got to see the struggle that she went through with her baby father, which is my cousin. So the plot thickens. And I see how he wasn't trying to do what he's supposed to do, her crying. To where though I had to watch the child while she went to school. While she went to hair school, I'm watching the child, but I know when my cousin laid up in the bed.
That part.
See,
and that was the part that we was on yesterday.
And it's also a big ass stereotype out here. They think because like a gay man or a gay woman gonna adopt a kid, the kid gonna just come out and be gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's
some stupid shit. Yeah.
I don't know where
shit.
The perception of gay begets gay. That's the only way you become gay is if you was raped or your parent put you into it. I don't know if people understand that who you are born is who you are born.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, there's some people who may pick and choose, but nobody picking and choosing. Not this capacity of people nowadays picking and choosing to be gay. To say you're gay. The reason I love gay people not because the bisexual person I am, but more because it's a big deal to say I beg to differ against the world. I ain't just saying I beg to differ in the room because I can say it in this room and walk out and nobody don't know any woman I ever dealt with. But what I'm saying is gay people say I beg to differ in the motherfucking world. Now what's up? Nobody want that fight on purpose unless it's my lifestyle and I'm standing up for me. And I just hate that people always assume what it's going to be or who you are.
But you know what
where it came from, your mother. Because your mother was gay, now you're gay. No.
And a lot of that is...
This is like with drugs.
Don't be a crackhead because the mother was a crackhead.
Right.
A lot of that is bullshit because it's like a lot of it is political. Like I tell people all the time, it's gay people and it's a gay agenda. The gay agenda don't have nothing to do with gay people though.
Absolutely.
That's some shit that people use on the political tip to try to divide motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Where you can keep these people over here in the dark and keep these people over here in the dark, and ain't nobody paying attention to what you're doing.
Could you explain what the gay agenda is?
What is that?
No, like I hear it a lot, and as a gay
because
man,
we don't know what it is.
What is the agenda?
Listen, it's a political agenda. Like it's the same thing where you have this racial shit, like with the police and black people and white people. Anything that the government can use to divide people on any type of term.
Republic, Democrat, anything.
Democrat, Republican, gay, straight, black, white, anything they can, because it's That's the oldest tactic of war, is the divide and conquer. You can, if me and you beefing, we not paying attention to the people in DC, what they doing.
Absolutely.
I'm worried about the bad from,
you
worried about
it goes back to what she was saying. Like, what did you call it? When they teach us this?
The Willie Lynch
So,
theory.
so I'm gonna let y'all know there is no gay theory. We're not converting people.
No.
We're not trying to bring people over. No, we don't want. We like we're good over here. We're good over here. And it goes back to like that was a big thing with the shows. Like, oh, it's so much gay stuff in the world. It's so much gay stuff being broadcast. Why not? We exist. We out here. Y'all got at least 3 or 4 of them in your family that's sitting at the table right now.
I promise you.
So why, when you cut your TV on, why you can't see somebody like me on there? What's the problem? What's the big thing?
Art is supposed to imitate life, and life is supposed to
and
imitate art. It had to come.
But then
to
when
a
you
point
see
where
it,
things
then
were
when you
visual.
see it, people have been so conditioned to think, oh, that's the gay agenda right there. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Your cousin Sam from around that you grew up with is gay. He's not a part of the gay agenda because he's a real person. So when you see it on TV, don't think we trying to influence nobody or push the thing on nobody. No.
You know,
it happens on a daily basis.
I think it's how the people who is the narrator who feel like they are more in charge when it comes to TV and publicity and things like that, how they put it out there. So they make it look like it's a gay agenda because I want to look like on national TV. I'm giving you your way. But at the same time, when one of y'all motherfuckers fuck up, I need all the straight people to jump on my bandwagon and say we should have never put this shit in here. So they're actually using them to create
that's the political
unforeseen
that I'm talking
situation.
about.
Because if you think about it, like nowadays, you'll see commercials where it's refreshing to have HIV or AIDS. It's wonderful. It'll take you on a beach walk.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Same
saying.
thing with tampons.
That was the
tampon commercial and the HIV and AIDS virus commercial are one in the same.
Even when we was younger, little Timmy was like, Dad, I don't feel so fresh down there. What's great about that?
Right, but now, and then now you have the COVID vaccination is the evil, and you better get your kids vaccinated before school. So the thing is, what people, especially, I'm going to speak for the black community because I am from the black community. I know everybody gets tired of me saying it, but I'm a black bitch, so I have issues with not speaking up for me. Here's the thing. The black community gravitate to any fucking hype the media give that you jump on it.
Distraction.
Absolutely.
I don't think that HIV and AIDS, I'm not saying that you can't live with it. I had an uncle who lived a full gay life with it until it took him out of here, loving to death. I ain't cutting it, I ain't giving nobody no, taking nothing from it, pulling nothing, add nothing to it, and pulling nothing away. But I want the commercial, if it's going to come on, not to be such a beach walking the dog. I need the young people to know, because you get this is what's going to happen. This is your long-term goal. Like we were taught in health class, how serious it is. Just how serious.
Cigarette commercials.
Exactly. Just how serious.
Don't exist anymore.
And they don't even do the cigarette
Don't
commercials
even
at
exist
all
anymore. Me personally, just to piggyback off everything.
And that's the kind of shit I think they're using against the gay community because they say, well, we're doing this to make them feel better. But then again, y'all stereotyping them again because they used to always say HIV was the gay disease.
But hold up, let me say this though, right? I get it with the commercials with the same-sex marriages and all that type of stuff, but also you got to look at the other side of the coin. They really taking us out of commercials.
Yeah.
There's a lot of commercials that do not promote a black family at all.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up too.
And it is, I was going to say, if you
Black
see
dude in a
a black
commercial,
couple.
he's picking the kids up.
And
Or they biracial.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
now they will show
That part.
more biracial families in commercials now before they show a totally black family. And Lord knows they can't have no actual, factual black hair.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying
Ain't
about
no
that
dark-skinned motherfucker.
that gay agenda thing. That like people, I think people got two ideas about the gay agenda. The one gay agenda is like these gay motherfuckers trying to turn everybody gay, and that's bullshit. But the real gay agenda is some political shit. That's why we see the commercials we get, and like in the stories that we see on TV where they kind of, like you said, giving the black family a fucking black eye. But they say
not gay people, the government.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, this stuff. That's
No,
what I said.
I
It don't
so
have nothing
want
to
to
do.
read y'all comments, but I really can't because of the way this we are set up.
Yeah,
today.
it don't have nothing
So
to
please
do with
keep
gay people.
commenting.
Gay people ain't even
Watching.
behind that. They don't have nothing to do with that shit. It ain't even a gay person in charge of that shit.
Gay people
Val, let me see.
making it look like they're doing dirty work.
Yes.
All right. Well, if I can
So,
interject, when you talk about when you talk about the gay agenda, and just like he said, it has nothing to do with the gay community. If you remember who is at the head of this shit, which is white supremacy,
that's what I'm
you have a
saying.
better understanding.
Exactly.
So you think about, is the gay agenda being pressed? Because at the end of the day, the black man been a threat, always going to be a threat, and the recreation of the black man is the problem. So if white supremacy is pushing this gay agenda, that means that no procreation is better. But they say ain't nothing better than a dead nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
if they can have some type of cap on how we are procreating and how the black man is seen in the community, because for me, I feel like this. What she said, everything should be equal. If you're going to show, if you are going to be able to show all of us in our unique umbrella of homosexuality, then you should also be able to show the warrior black man, the working black man. It should be some type of balance. It's not, and that's why the black community. And for me, it's even hard to watch TV because I'd be like, now wait a minute. I'm the person that had the mom and the dad that was married 10 years before I was even thought of. They tell me, you wasn't even a twinkle in our eye. We ain't want no kids, still together. My mother and father's 85. Where's my dad on TV?
Yes,
Where's my truck driver dad on
that.
TV?
You're not even getting that.
Where is that?
Yeah,
and then you got, us from outside. But now, like he said, you see all of these strong gay shows popping up. But this is my question I pose. Why is the African American homosexual so glamified and glorified?
Yeah.
Where's all the other homosexualities? Because baby, when you show up in the club, it's all flavors.
Yeah,
And to be completely honest, usually depending on which gay club you go to, it's more Caucasian men.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Yeah, they don't show
We're
none
the
of
ones in politics. Can we get into that? That's pushing these gay agendas.
That's what I'm saying.
Where is that?
So
that's the part that you won't say. Real quick, I'm going to jump on Facebook. I have not been able to get to your comments, but I can see some things.
Yay.
Thanks for joining in. Rodney Pierce said the people to the right are blocked. You and Eddie are blocked from that screen right there in the middle because it shows. So just go ahead and visit on the side of the screen. Walk on over there. Let them know y'all in the building. And then come on back. They here, Rodney. But everybody can't be seen right now because our setup today. Another thing, Tammy Coleman said, good morning. Hey, Tammy Coleman. Val Jacobs came in and said, hey, y'all.
Hey, Val.
Aisha Lane said they do. I think she's talking about the piggybacking on. You should know big. I don't want to say big tone. Val said, no, the black community jump on all the negative things the media put out. I think, Val, I can definitely say that they just jump on the negative things that they put out. Black people there's so many black people that want to belong to something, so they take in what they're given. Just like the homeless people. You think because you rolled up and was like, well, I got the rest of this McDonald's, they supposed to take it. No. They got the right to say, I don't want that sandwich that you put on. So the thing is, they're dividing us just because they feel like we can. But I don't think that all the black people want to jump on the bandwagon of the negative things. They just want to belong. So that's the shit that they jump on.
Like, okay, Eddie has accepted, he's in the gay world, but he still gonna make a goddamn kid if he wanted to.
He could.
He gonna make a kid if he want to.
It's on the list. It's on the list.
Yeah.
I ain't really know.
Hey, I'm like, don't rush it.
It's like
Don't rush it.
People have shit twisted like, okay, because, he chose the gay lifestyle, like, oh, everything disappears out his body and shit.
Yeah. Right.
He's still a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
Motherfuckers,
And
like
y'all-
I said, I used to be one of those
folks,
ignorant
I want y'all to
people.
understand, as a gay man, especially gay people are all about the visual. So when y'all see us, we always looking good. If you see a gay person that don't know how to dress or look good, what were they doing in that closet all the time? That's what you ask them. But I get pussy thrown at me on a regular.
Excuse me?
Like I get it thrown at me on a regular.
I've seen you at fashion
Like,
shows.
yeah,
I've seen
like
what
on
they
a regular. So I can get it whenever I want to. Because a lot of times it be the girls like, oh, I can turn you straight. Or
There's always
you
somebody like
so
that.
Cute. I want you to be my baby father. No. Unlike the straight community, I'm not about to just bust it open and just hit her. I'm gonna be stuck with her all my life. No, I know. I'm gonna be good. No, I don't want to be stuck with her. No.
Shooting the club.
Piggyback on the dressing, one thing I know, and what I saw, like if you a bum, like dude, you just a bum, but if you're a bum gay dude, you really a bum.
It's bad.
My cousins throw it on.
It's
You
bad.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You know how
Like,
they come.
I get tips from
Right.
them motherfuckers.
Right. Because I had an uncle
Cuz, what should
who
I
was
wear?
gay and would know how his nieces need to wear.
Yeah.
Boom, boom,
What
boom,
was
boom,
queer
boom.
eye for the straight guy?
Yeah, queer eye for the straight guy.
They make everything fabulous.
Yeah.
Soon as they move in your hood, the property value go up.
Right.
They spend money.
That
I'm not gonna
part.
lie. In jail, they have all the connections.
They
And
know all the
pool.
big
Let's not get into
Yeah.
that.
And we ain't gonna say why, but
Let's not
you
get
know,
into that.
you know, we
Shout out
had
to my pen pal.
Let's not get into that. And the pool.
this
But we would talk
motherfucker. Shout
about
out to the
that.
pen pal. So it's
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
them
of
dudes
things.
that be trying to hide it.
It did.
Yeah. Man.
I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
not until I want to say about 2020, that have I seen so many. Like when I started going to gay clubs, where I would see on a late night, 40 minutes before close, the straight hood out here getting money niggas in the door.
How about
Opening
that
over the car.
pride?
Boom, 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 beeping the horn for Shorty to come get in the car. And I'm like, he picking up a guy? And before you know it, you start saying, oh, this is what the fuck they do.
Oh, no, this is my cousin.
I got lost that pride, and I know you. I got lost that pride. I'm just driving by. Oh no, you ain't get lost.
Yeah, that's the
He
thing.
lost.
I got lost in pride.
I don't know how I got down here in
I'm only down here
pride.
to sell my weed.
Right.
City all
Right.
that.
Oh, but you lost that
You get
pride.
lost.
No, we didn't get lost on this day at this time. No.
Man, I was just going through True
Right.
Hill.
No, not at all.
You saw the shit
Right.
out there.
Yeah, so everybody, just wanted to give it back because now I can't see what's in the group. Everybody has been in that situation where that gay or straight agenda has made a difference. And it's up to you how you carried it out.
Yeah,
I
but
used to take side joints to Mount Vernon all the time because I knew I wasn't gonna get caught.
Right? And so everybody has used the agenda.
Brass Elephant had some of the best food in the world.
Everybody has, so now that everybody
Thinking outside the box.
right.
Game people make the best drinks.
Right. So it's a lot.
Not
Yeah,
cheap.
fuck that shit.
They hook you up.
And you know what? Another thing that bothers me, that bothers me in the straight community, that they think just because, like we're all here, we cutting up. It'll be one idiotic person that say, "Oh, y'all was in there with that fag."
Yeah, one stupid motherfucker.
There's always one,
Yeah, Tavon,
knowing that he just wanted to be
we
here on the show
know
with us
we're
today.
heterosexual men.
No, it's that
We
one.
respect him
It's that same one.
as who
But that
he
same
is.
one, that same one is the one that's gonna fall up in my DM. If I was
That's what I was ready to
Yep,
say.
that's the one
That's what I was ready to say.
Questioning
like
his
2 or 3
sexuality.
months.
Nice
Oh,
gold
yo,
teeth.
you are matched blunts. What's your PS4 name? Stuff like that.
So let me ask you this.
And then blaming on they were high.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you.
You were
I
high.
have gotten text messages from friends who don't sleep with women. But I was thinking, can we go out for drinks and you take advantage of me at the end of the night? What? Yeah, you don't want to say you're gay. You don't want to say you want to sleep with the kid, but you want me to say you got drunk. Bitch, I'm a rapist at this point.
Hey,
And I got shared. Now, bitch, I got screenshotted and shared this with all your good friends. Let them know you
Because
dead.
at that point,
You
they try to
dead.
be
And that's saying so
comfortable and make
you
it
gotta be careful
passable.
because like a lot of times they
Yeah.
like the straight community like to fetishize us.
Mm-hmm.
We are their fetishes. We are
If
their-
I would have
like,
said
a lot-
anything, replied to her in any other way other than treated her like she was crazy and flat out say no, she would have showed anybody else that the text came from me.
Oh, yeah.
Like me
See,
texting
that's
her.
bad.
But us as men, us as straight
I'm telling you, I
men,
have seen
we-
like in the last 10 years so many crazy
we go through
things.
the same shit that anybody else go through. It'll be a nothing ass bitch hit you in the DM. Hey, what's up? Blah 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 blah. Man, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You trying to set a nigga up. And the thing about it is, all of us in this room is separate talents. You never know where we may be in the next 5 years.
Right,
and a motherfucker
right.
will come back and dig that shit up. Oh, remember, Eddie was on the show, he blah, blah, blah. He all over TMZ. Tavon wants to see all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that bullshit.
And that's why I have a tendency. People will say, "Well, Miss B, hey, Ray, no, it look like I
That's
see
why
your
you
name
gotta
pop up.
come
Good
straight
morning."
forward to
You
motherfuckers
can't.
so they know.
That's
Everybody will
that
always
part.
say, you know,
That
why
part.
did
Fuck all
on
that
Straight Talk,
sugarcoat.
Miss B? Why did y'all say such harsh things? Well, y'all so mean. Y'all so aggressive. And y'all cuss so much.
Yeah.
What the show is called is Straight Talk with Miss V.
Straight.
I ain't never sugarcoating shit. I did say in our meeting the other day we're gonna tone down the curse words. But at the same time,
Not
who the
my
fuck
name.
these
I got a mouth like a sailor.
Not on my
Well,
day.
we're in a different venue today, so we're
Not
gonna
on
chat.
my day.
So there's a lot of things that I do that I try to, I try to mold it to be cute, but at the same time, I can't do nothing but keep it real. You look like Pop Rocks. This nigga putting on Pop Rocks.
Clips gum. I'll promote them on our
Oh yeah, I'll
shit.
take it. I'll take it. And can we also talk about being your authentic self? Because
That's
this conversation kind of went to a DL conversation, and I'm not going to say in 2022 you can't be what you said in your closet and not knowing how to dress. But can we talk about the fact that, like you said, for you being a part of the community, and I'm glad you brought me in. I didn't even know you knew I was a part of the community, so thank you for bringing me.
I'm telling you that one video, and it was way down
So
the line. That's how much I looked
so
into
like
you
you-
before I agreed to do fashion
Very
show.
much bye.
Yeah.
Recently divorced. Very much bye.
Yeah.
Very much bye.
Recently divorced. Excuse me, please. Okay.
Very much bye. But I kind of feel like this. I kind of feel like this. When you meet somebody nowadays, for me, I'm gonna tell you what's attractive: transparency. Tell me what's going on. You got 5 baby mothers in the issue, like y'all say, co-parent. Tell me what's going on. I need to understand this, and it's not that I'm gonna judge you, because I need to hear the story. As always, caveats, rules, exceptions. But tell me what's going on. Like you said, if you try, look, here you go on this, because they know me on my shit. If you bisexual and you trying to holler at me, you need to come like that. Hey, I'm bisexual. This is what I do. My dude know about it. He cool with it. I'm hiding from my dude. He don't know about it. Like, let me know. Don't pull me into a situation that I don't understand.
They can line
like
you
it.
up for some shit that you don't know.
Like
because it's not just women. It's a lot of guys who sit back and have a whole fucking wife, but come to the woman and like, look, I got a situation.
Like
It ain't shit, but I just got a situation. Whole time you fucking got a wife with everything in her name, and y'all got 4 kids, and your youngest son go to the school that you work at. So he run up to you proudly and say, "Dad," but you don't put another woman or another man into a whole fucked up situation. Mm-hmm. You have to learn to be who you are. Like I'm engaged now, and Mike and I will be getting married. And so, thank you. So whoever know me, whoever know Miss V before could possibly see Mike, and it has happened in the last year. See Mike and say, yeah, because I remember this bitch, yeah. Did she ever lie about anything? Did she ever not take you home and her home at the same time and say, look, this is what we're going to do? Like, a number of people can hate me. Like the girl called in on the phone that day. I don't even like calling this show because y'all so mean and harsh. But bitch, I promise you won't stop watching it. You won't stop watching me. But we so mean and harsh. Because at the end of the day, everybody like real.
People love a fashion.
Everybody like the straightforward. You want that. So yeah, you might not live your truth outside of here. You might go out and be whoever you want to be for that moment in that limelight or that setting. But in here, straight talk with Miss V, y'all gonna tune in because y'all know Miss V gonna give y'all some real. And we're gonna cut up and we're gonna be as real as possible. So can me, Tone, Tavon,
but they're always looking at me.
Exactly. Can we all sit here? All they gonna say, somebody is gonna say that we sat here with the gay guy. Somebody is gonna say it.
It's the cloud. It's that negativity.
And I'm gonna tell y'all every fucking time something gay come up, I hit Ed like, yo, what you doing? Cause you want to come in this day, that day?
Yeah,
because he my go-to. Because that's my go-to. Because what, if nothing else, I know about Eddie, he is going to give you real. And if he off, he going to come in this bitch. So what they say about fucking me? Because I said, no matter what the topic is, if I call this nigga and I need him to give real from the gay community, he coming in and he giving real.
There's probably some dudes watching it and looking in the mirror like, man, I wish I was sitting beside Eddie.
Right, it is. I'm quite sure it is. I'm quite sure it is. Eddie did just danced at did a fashion show at a walk at a sneaker gala. And I was like, wow, I gotta go. And my daughter was like, well, he gonna be able to sit with us? I said, no, because he working. I just need him to see how. For him, I want him to know Miss B gonna come outside, whatever the fuck she gotta do, and come up. I had a whole motherfucking blue gown.
Yes, she did.
With the denim vest.
Yes, she
with
did.
the blue on the hat.
Yes, she did.
The white t-shirt with the blue and white motherfucking Alexander McQueen. And it pleased my heart just for Eddie to see me for a moment and was like, and this how you come to a sneaker gown? I said, I know. Just to let everybody else know, because this is who I with. You gotta be bold enough to show up for somebody. Clothes that I had thrown to the side.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there this morning. Look, I need some quick pieces, material, what I got, but I'm going to make her some shit because I want her to see that another black sister that you don't even fucking know, never met me before, showed up for you.
Thank you.
It's important to in the black community to show up for each other. Like Big Tone and I went to high school together.
Mm-hmm.
He is a fucking jerk to the 10th power. Like his shit on Facebook, it take him to he will say whatever it is a motherfucker wants to say to a person, but scared to say. Inboxing, he probably posted for you.
I'm up all
that's
night
how.
looking at
That's
his page.
I'm showing you. And the women actually go back and forward. But when he came to me, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do an interview." We did the interview. He was like, "I like it. Do you want me to stay?"
Mm-hmm.
I was honored that this man wanted to show up for me.
Right.
Like Tavon,
just a fan of the show for a long time.
A fan of the show since I was doing mornings. Over, like Eddie said, 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. But if I said, "Hey, we got to show them all this topic," I think you'll fit in. He was like, "Oh, I'll be just getting off work, but I'm coming."
Yeah.
And he show up for me. So that makes a difference, and that's what I want the black community to see that comes from street talk.
Not to cut you off, to piggyback on that.
Because a lot of black people don't think they can have the same business and look out for the same person.
Heterosexual men.
Mm-hmm.
But if these two black people having an event, we thinking, oh shit, there's some connections there. We know what we're going to get into. I'm not a homophobe.
Right.
I know what's going to be at Eddie's event. I know what's going to be at her event.
Right.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Right.
I want the money.
Right. And it's all about showing up for somebody.
And it's the Wendy's always right across the street from each other. And I don't think black people understand that concept. It's enough money out here for all of us.
Exactly.
And I think for me, what happened with Switch the Table with me was I was more so of an entrepreneur. And then, like, I went to school for business. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, "Hey, sis, I'm doing what you doing what I'm doing, but it's enough money out here for all of us." And that was the bridge that I wanted to get. Like you said, I wanted to show black women or black people in general, I'm going to show up for you. I'm like, check this out. It's a McDonald's and a Wendy's right across the street from each other. It is enough money out here. And secondly, Miss V, can we talk about how money do show up the front doors? People be like, the money don't show up at front doors. That's that slave mentality. No, the money, Miss V, all this don't it come straight to the account?
Yeah.
The money comes straight to the front door. And as soon as we like break that mind state, I feel like we can all work harder, work smarter, and then that breaks generational curses.
And that's what breaks that's what breaks generational curses. Yeah. A lot of people don't think that they can, because I'm telling you, my mom was murdered by her husband. He had overturned his case and was going back to court. So that means put me back as a witness in the trial again. Which means this time, since he was defending himself, he was going to be the person face-to-face cross-examining me. It blew me away. I wasn't doing it. I wasn't about to do it. But I kept dreaming about the word timeless. And eventually I was like, let me just look the word up. Why does this come in my dream? Because I'm all about God going to give me what I need. So when I looked at the definition was never ending, never fading, never going out of style. And I said, oh, God tried to tell me my mother is never ending. So I got T-shirts done just to wear to court. And I wore to court every day at the court, because nobody can't wear the graphic stuff, but they let me wear a nice blazer, make it look nice, wore my T-shirts to court. I went from wearing my T-shirts to court to this nigga getting his fucking time, life plus 45 years. So that means you gotta die, come back, you 45 years. So I'm thinking my timeless words served the point that God wanted to make. But that wasn't even what it is. That was
from the ancestors.
Right. I'm telling you, that's where this came from. I went from those 3 shirts for court to my fiance like, sweetie, such and such over the barbershop said he saw the shirt, he liked it. To him going over the barbershop selling T-shirts, till somebody, Cynthia Cake's husband was having a party and was like, I want a sweatsuit. I can rock this on a sweatsuit, babe. I don't know how my fiance did it. And I was the same person who thought everybody else doing these designs. They've been out for a while. Ain't nobody gonna buy my shit.
Don't matter.
The shit was so big. Another motherfucker with a clothing line posted me on their page that night, said, God, when you walk in a party and all you see is everybody wearing timeless, you just happen to know that you know the person who timeless is behind. I said, I was blown away. And he took that from me wearing 3 shirts. And I'm telling you, he literally soared till I was like, all right, Mike, now I'm ready. Mm-hmm. Now I'm jumping in, and it pumped me up. It pumped me up. Like even with radio was never my thing. But it took somebody to say, "B, you got this shit. Just be who you are." I thought it could be. Yeah, and I thought you have to do this. You have to be a certain way and ready to talk a certain way. They not here. Had to be ready to talk a certain way. But then I realized being me is what got it.
And also what it does is it weeds out the people that aren't for you.
That's it.
That part. And that's the best part about everything. Like, for me, I got daughters. And my mission, raising all these daughters, is to be your authentic self. Because so many men, unfortunately, are blindsided by this vision. She has to cook, she has to clean, she has to be submissive, and all of this. And then you get it, and she ain't nothing like that. And now nobody talks about the male struggle of marriage and all that. And oh goodness, yeah, all of that. That whole you change every 7 years. Y'all might not grow together. Y'all might grow apart. You know what I'm saying? Or the fact that Western society make you feel like the first motherfucker you with is supposed to be the last motherfucker. How? You don't even know who you is. And then she crying because at the end of the day, everybody was supposed to go explore, find themselves, and then find a partner. Like that part. Please allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to learn, and break all the chains. It's impeccable.
Not facing the truth
of who they are and what they are. Because I was that person. I got married to the boyfriend I had since I was 12, and we stayed together forever. And until my mother was murdered, that I realized, like, I was raised, do this and you'll get that. Be this and you'll be that. You do right and God's going to bless you. You treat people like you want to be treated, they're going to treat you right. Then my mother was murdered. My mother was like, awesome. Like, who kills a person like this? And then I had to realize people won't give you what they feel like your hand called for. You want to have the money she had. So instead of, that's your wife asking her for the funds, you ready to murder her so you can get all the money. And that's what you did. And so I didn't grow up to my own person until like 2008 is when I finally became this person. So can you imagine all my life till 2008? I felt like I was a brand new person. I was actually, I'm telling you, it was mind blowing because I didn't even know how to be who I am today. I had no idea. I thought I was supposed to be my mother's daughter, my sister's baby sister. My first husband was supposed to be his wife. So it was a lot of things I thought I was just supposed to take and keep on. And that's what made me strong. But about 2008, I'm like, oh, the fuck that I can say the fuck make me strong. I feel it and I say the words, that's what make me great. Acting on who I am and what I want to be is what made me great. But I thought I was great all along, being my sister's baby sister. My mother's little girl. You know what I mean?
From a man's point of view, right? And I'm sure Tavon agree. Like I said before a couple shows back, a man don't really realize who he is and his worth until he get destroyed by a nothing ass bitch.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times that's what it takes.
Hold on, but do the nothing ass bitch sometimes be in the house? Because I know it's a lot of mothers out here destroying sons before they even make it out.
Can you say that first part again?
There are a lot of mothers destroying sons before they even make it to us.
And making your son so
and I'm not, I'm still under the belief that the black man is the head, and I'm okay with that.
Oh, they about to hate you.
I'm totally okay with that. I'm totally okay with that.
But you don't want James from Good Times in your household.
But if he is the head and and it's a lack there of him, then it could possibly be a nothing ass bitch raising your son. You have to be present. It has to be some type of balance. Even for me, I knew, like, two-parent household. I would try my mother, and if I tried my mother, my father came up, before he even said what I did wrong, he said, hey, don't talk to my wife like that. Because, see, you got to come through me before you even touch her. I never let a nigga in the street talk to my wife like that. So you not saying that. Now I'm going to address what you did. So it's like
I'm addressing you on that neck.
It's that whole chain. It's that whole chain of command that's allowing these black men to be destroyed, and I don't stand for it. I don't. It's not happening.
I would have never said shit to my mother because I knew 4:30 was coming, and that's when my father pulled up from work. He didn't fuck with that.
I just needed to be afraid. I was an outside kid, so I just needed to get out.
I'm the only child.
I see stuff popping up, and I'm sorry, y'all. I knew I was your comments as I go.
Absolutely. I ain't saying nothing to her.
It's not. Somebody, what's that right there at the bottom? Some of those are refreshed.
Right.
Okay.
I'm ready to
All right,
get
real
in
quick. Kim Butler said yes. Whoa, because y'all got on me several times, and I can't stop watching y'all talking about the way we come across on the show. She said, and you're never too old to learn something or to accept criticism because you might not even know that you don't know until somebody tells you that you don't know. So last year,
Motherfuckers
you
on
know
drugs
wrong.
40 years, they're clean.
Shout out to Tammy Malone. Tammy said, "Breach." Denise Smallwood. She said, "Amen" and good morning, sis.
Everybody, it was. You can tell it's a twitch in the wall. Mm-hmm. Everybody knew it was a twitch in the wall. But again, my cousin was giving like, you supposed to like girls. You not supposed to play with dogs. You not supposed to do this. You not supposed to do that. Okay, cool. Middle school, I experienced 2 girls fighting over there. I never had that. Two cisgendered women fighting, girls fighting.
Cisgendered
and they khakis getting down over me. Yeah.
So did you tell her don't ruin up bow rats because I like them?
Whole time I only like both of them because they got long hair. I want to do their hair. That's the only time I talk to them.
I only want to do her hair anyway.
Mind you, I brought a girl home. My mother and them was so happy. So happy. Oh, I brought a girl home. For what? You should in my room watching TV. We ain't doing that.
Because see, the thing is, the reason they're excited that you brought a girl, I'm trying to check the time, I can't see it. The reason they was excited that you brought a girl home was because they already knew who you were before you knew who you were.
Right. So, but once I
saw the girl, it was like, ooh, it's not going in that direction we thought.
I'm not doing that. That's not what I like. That's not what I'm doing. Everything just hit the road running. Everything was just so much easier, so much better. Yeah, I still had my bumps and rolls where I had to go up with a few people here or whatever. You gotta fight to get your respect. But yeah, once I say, oh, I am that girl, G-U-R-L-S, not the G-I-R, but the G-U-R-L-S, and y'all gonna respect me.
What is it called? I like how you say the word.
The girl.
The girl.
Right.
The
girl.
Hey, can you do me a favor, because y'all in the gig? Could you explain the genders now? Like, I heard you just say cisgenders.
Okay, so cisgender women are biological women who are born with vaginas who birth babies out of their canals. They are cisgendered women. Okay. You are a cisgendered man. You were born as a cisgendered man. Okay. You identified as a cisgendered man, heterosexual man. That's what you identify as. That's cisgender. Me, I'm a cisgender male, but I'm a homosexual male as well. Okay. So if you say cisgender, I mean, because you got to say cisgender because you have your hermaphrodites. People are born with both.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why you say cisgender. Yeah, you have one gender at birth.
Okay, cisgender.
One thing I want to know, like, what's the letters? I stopped at the 4th one.
Listen, a lot of the LGBTQI, all A.
That's what we want to know. Tell us that.
I don't know all that. So a lot of us don't. We're not even for all of that.
Well, and also they keep adding.
Yeah,
so
they
keep
adding.
That's what I wanted to know. I'm like, wait a minute.
Because I remember the LBGT, then it went to Q. And then the last time I checked, is another letter.
I see the plus.
Try. I mean, it all falls under the.
So it's like to the 10th power. I don't know.
What is that?
Like you got on a fucking cape, a crown, and a flag shirt. I don't know what. I don't know. I'm not saying that you got to be one person, but be one fucking person. So even if Kevin gonna be Keisha, Kevin, can you at least be Keisha? Don't be Kevin, Keisha, Tiffany, Amber, David, Marcus.
Just like I respect who he is.
Yes.
But to me, hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he know where I'm coming from.
But some people you can't even say that.
Well, I don't talk
and
to
that's what
those
I'm saying. That's what goes.
But you gotta call
the negative cloud.
Yeah, that's what I talk about. That whole gay agenda thing that's used to divide people. Now,
yeah.
My ignorance don't make me a homophobe.
It just
I just don't know what to say to you.
Right.
I'm not saying like, oh, I hate
it's
you.
not even about you being homophobe because it happens in our community.
Yeah, I think the homophobe is more of like, a person who has that fear.
So if you take an Uncle Clifford and put him in a room with, I'm trying to think of like a real buff gay guy, like they'll look at each other like, But that's the way that society has programmed our brain is given like, oh, he's too hyper feminine. That's not. That's too much.
He's flamboyant.
Flamboyant.
But yet, we all both like that. What's the problem?
Right.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Then
it's like, oh well,
that divide.
Just because you're flamboyant and he's flamboyant, y'all can't match each other. Or because you're masculine, he's masculine, y'all can't match each other. Why? Like that. Like why? If y'all attracted to each other. Great.
Well, you know, a lot of people say that because I hear like you got to date a dom in a film. But when I dated women, I like
society.
women, and I need her to be. Let me see them pumps.
That's
if she ain't the
society, that's the white man's culture that taught us everything has to be man, woman.
So I feel you
So
say,
white
like,
I don't know why be submissive. No, that's not.
No.
And I think, like I say, that's the problem with, you know, like say straight people and gay people. Like I say, it's that divide and conquer thing. They make us not knowing a bad thing. I don't give a shit what bathroom you go in. I don't give a fuck who you sleep with. Love is love. That's what I. But if I see like you say Uncle Clifford, I don't know what the fuck to say to him. Like, you know, sir, ma'am, they, whatever the fuck.
Stay at your urinal.
And then I don't want to take his humanity away from like, well, what the fuck is that? You know, I don't want to say that either. So if I say, well, look, all right, Cliff, how you doing, sir? You're like a fucking girl. You know what I mean?
It's funny though because like the average dude always think the gay man looking at him. I done had my cousin be like, man, this ugly motherfucker.
Right.
Like, I don't want him.
A lot of people say that though.
Yeah, and they think that.
They got it.
Like this ugly bitch ass nigga think I want.
How would I? Like if I grown man, why would I want to
I trips out.
Right.
I trips out because one time I was out with this chick, right, and it was a couple gay dudes in there. They was looking at me, whatever, and she was like, "You ain't gotta say nothing." I say, "Man, if I was gay, I'd wanna fuck me too." You know what I'm saying? Good looking bitch. I
Chill
wanna
out.
fuck me.
That's like I told a chick one time, like I said before, like, yeah, no, I'm a trisexual. She said, what the fuck is that? You gay? I said, no, I'll just try anything sexual.
So do you want to do your knees? Do you want to bend over? I'm trying new things.
I don't know, man. It just
I
has
just
to
think
be
being
at
who
some
you are
point.
is just the most
all
important
black.
thing out of everything.
Yeah.
Be who
Above
you are.
all else.
Above all
Above
of the letters in the fucking alphabet.
Yes.
If you are who you are, nothing else makes a difference. Nothing else makes a difference.
Because I can be honest. Now, okay, you rewind the clock back 25 years from now.
True.
I was one of those people. I'd have seen them going down the street. We'd have probably jumped on them. You know what I'm saying? Just because. But now, I really have empathy against him. I'm like, damn, you're probably going to be way more shit than I'm doing.
And that was that was the point.
He don't got the comfort that me and you got. They question us. They'll never see us coming. But you out here living your truth, and I feel like a lot of the defense mechanism that you have, like you said, if you put an Uncle Clifford and a Terry Crews in a room, they're gonna look at each other and have that instant look at him. But really, honestly, that just comes from being judged so harshly. I feel like the community will jump on you because I've had it happen. Because I done said the wrong thing, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I'm part of the community now.
Right.
Whoa! Don't come at me.
Look, I got my shirt. I got my pin right there.
It's living with that negativity all your life. So my good little brother is flamboyant, and he always be like, "Oh, the passables." You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knows us. But when you walk out, they know your truth. So if you get that from someone that's identifiably gay, I feel like also it should be a level of understanding. Like, hey, just like you said, y'all going through shit I would never understand.
And that was the point of the
listen to what he just said right before that. 25 years ago, he just seen me walking down the street, they just straight jumped on me. And that's really happened to me, to a few of my friends. That's what made me the way I am today. Like, I got stabbed one right here. Because I'm really like, I got the mentality, like I told you, my cousin taught me, you're not going to be soft. You're going to be tough. I'm still soft, but I don't got a problem with that.
I met a gay dude that came.
They have
all my life.
They have no other choice, and it's very important. And that was part of the reason why I wanted to do the show, and why, because I know a number of gay people I can ask to come in, but why I had to bring Eddie, the one I needed to bring in here today, because you have to be ready for whatever. Eddie gonna tell you exactly what it is. And then call you a yes ma'am, good God girl, everything under the sun, but at the same time, he's going to still tell you where he stands in his masculine self. A lot of people can't say that. They think you got to be flamboyantly gay or totally straight. You can't be mixed in the same and get respect. I think last time we was here, you talked about how a lot of gay people don't feel they have arrived until they walk down Pennsylvania Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
And if they walk on Pennsylvania Avenue and then get jumped, they feel like they have a
So I don't know if y'all know, it's like social media, there's a thing called Bigo, B-I-G-O. It's a big thing, like where everybody gets like, it's a big worldwide thing. Everybody on Bingo is all over the world. Okay. Like China. These people know about Pennsylvania Avenue. Wow. They'll be from North Carolina, like, oh, I'm from the Avenue. I'm like, you from the Avenue? Yeah, Baltimore Avenue. Somebody said Baltimore Avenue. I was on Bingo. Somebody, we all like Baltimore. It's no such thing as Baltimore. No, the Avenue on Baltimore. They know this why the wire, the corner. These are the things that they see. But us being Baltimoreans, as a Baltimore homosexual, trans man, any of those things, if you can tip down that block, especially by choppers, and when you one of them ones.
You know you have made it in the community if you walk through past choppers and you already jumped.
Certain blocks that you can walk through, you one of them ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna tell you, my cousin changed my vision about gay dudes and fighting.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to stay. I can't see y'all. Whatever y'all say.
Me and my cousin, we out there, dude jump on us or whatever. Older guy, you know what I'm saying? So we go in the house. My cousin, he crying like a motherfucker. So we like, oh shit, ain't none of my other cousins in here, the thorough ones. It's just my one cousin Wayne. I'm like, man, we ain't finna get Wayne, man. We gonna go out here and get embarrassed.
But Wayne coming up here like, bitch, who is y'all?
Fucking Wayne went out that bitch who was fucking my little beat this shit out the guy. I'm looking at Wayne like,
yeah.
Wayne that nigga.
And from then on,
that nigga.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's how it be. Because what you gotta remember is my tone of who I am is who I am.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, how I throw these hands is how I'm gonna throw these hands.
It's just
I ain't gonna go and throw my hands with glitter, Skittles, and rainbows. No, bitch, I'm ready to fight. What it is. What it is. I'm on it. So you really never know. A lot of people look at me all the time. Well, because y'all bitches that called and said it. That's why I'm saying it. Before anybody put it in the comments. But anyway, Miss V so harsh. She's so mean. Or y'all wonder what kind of woman, what kind of man is her husband. Let me tell y'all, at home, I'm the sweetest young lady. I'm fixing whatever needs to be done. I'm such a great woman in the sense of being a woman, that if I go to say, let me get ready to wash these dishes, he's like, no, sweet, you know you don't got to wash no dishes. He going to load the dishwasher. He going to wash them. Because the thing is, who I am, the great person I know how to be as his mate, his helpmate, not the bitch he fucking, but his helpmate, his partner, make me great so he know how to cherish me. You don't have to come across soft just to get in a relationship with a man. I just wanted to bring that up because Miss Donna did bring up some points of how people don't allow the men to be the household, or you got to change who you are. You don't, because who I am, these two have known me for at least 12 years. You've known me since at least 9th grade, and who I am is I'm still that same person, and I'm in a happy relationship.
And one thing I notice about a lot of dudes,
and my man is sure man.
A lot of dudes are, I'm like, why are you so passionate against hating gay men? You know what I'm saying? I started to think like, man, this is a tiger inside you that you trying to
Yo, Tony the tiger, this bitch want to jump out.
And I get it. Sometimes, for me being a straight man, to me, it turns on two women. But I don't want to vision two men. This is not my thing. Like seeing two men, I pop on some porn or something and see two women. Oh yeah, that's right in my alley. So a lot of times it's more accepting.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? We just look at that like, ew. But see, people always think gay stuff is always about sex. That's where it comes in about the pedophile stuff and all that. Like,
that was what started the show for yesterday. Real quick, let me answer Val. Val said, all y'all a new station. No, Val, we're not at a new station, but when the necessary adjustments need to be made for Straight Talk to be great, we'll be great regardless.
Sorry.
Hands down. I'm not taking shots at anybody. So are we still on WMEG online radio? Yes, and you'll catch us there another day, but not today. Today we had to make adjustments. And do you guys think we made good adjustments?
Oh, yeah. This is my first time. I feel great.
we made adjustments. So Val, we not at a new station.
You really can't get no more Straight Talk than that.
And thanks for whoever just threw the hot stuff. We appreciate it. But yeah, we gonna always. Miss V ain't gonna take no blows. I'm telling you, I'm that bitch that this bitch don't sit down. Nope.
I just show how bad we are. Quick thinking.
Quick on my feet. We got a whole new fucking setup. We got furniture, big lights. We in this motherfucker. And two guests. We in this motherfucker. And the lighting is great.
The lighting is great.
Thank you, Tavon.
That's a round of applause.
Yes, I appreciate
They took time up this.
y'all didn't even have to be here. One, you know, y'all didn't have to come today. But 2, y'all didn't even have to stick around until we improvised.
We waited it out.
Yep.
So we
Black
appreciate
folk
y'all
can
for
do
waiting it out with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
you
We
for
appreciate
having
y'all
me.
being here. And I'm going to say it. Come back the next time. When you ready and you feel like, you know what, I got some shit to say. Let me hit V up. Now, Dawn, I'm going to tell you this.
Uh-oh.
Don't you send it to my DM because I probably won't see it till
So I got a text.
too late.
Or I got an email.
Text me. Well, the email is just my best way to get my press kit out fast because I have it already etched. All I got to do is copy and paste.
I got you.
You know, add you into it the new way. But so I do my original that way. But everything else, if you text me, hey, Jay, got this coming up. Well, I just want to come in and kick it with y'all. What y'all talking about this week? I'm going to say, all right, come on.
So I got,
I don't
you
even
did
get
that to me.
Yes,
You did that to me
it's
on
an
my
honor
first day.
on your first day because I love you. I love the
Thank
things you
you.
have to say because I want you to come back so we can talk more about the theories of the Willie Lynch and the
that's crazy.
I could talk about that all
heritage
day.
and things like that. I
Every
want to
day.
come back because Tavon give us a lot of insight on those type of conversations because Tavon is determined that the people that view us know that as black people we were great and we should be great again. But you got to stop taking the white man way out on everything. Like Tavon to tell us why you can be in a household with a man with all these. Go ahead and tell us about how you broke down that theory.
Well, I mean,
Well, women started that. You know that, right?
What's that?
Women actually started polygamy.
See, I didn't know that.
One wife?
Well, yes.
Women started that in Africa.
Yeah.
So,
but that's like, but
Because
this whole,
each one, though,
like I said,
right?
no, I mean, well, initially, as long as he could afford it, then it was fine.
He just had to be able
I'm
to
still
afford
He
it.
had to be able to
Stuck on
afford.
negative
Keep in mind, all y'all out there that want to have multiple girls, if you can afford them,
Afford.
Yeah,
Keyword
but
afford.
like the Catholic Church created monogamy to control wealth and power because it's too easy to accumulate wealth because wealth is political influence. And when you can control people who say, well, you need a marriage license to get married to this woman and this man, you can control all that shit. Because if you can, just say for instance, if all of us was married to each other, you make $1,000 a week, I make $1,000 a week, you make 1,000, you make 1,000, I'm 1,000. You know what I'm saying? That's 5,000. That's 20 grand coming to the house every goddamn month.
Right.
You can make a lot of shit happen with 20,000 every 30 days.
Right.
And they don't want people doing that type of shit because you can make shit move. You can buy property, buy businesses, buy political influence.
Right.
You know, support your candidate, and they don't want us doing that.
They don't want
in this.
us.
They want everybody to start
Right.
from the
Us.
bottom.
Black folks.
Everybody to start from the bottom. You know what kind of blew my mind? So my last real job, I've been a just entrepreneur for like 4 years, but my last real job, thank you. You know, we hustle.
Yeah. We got to keep the hustle
But
from one thing.
my
to the
last
next.
real job, the lady who was working with me had never paid rent. And when she said that, I was like, oh, she a bum. Like, that's the first thing came to my mind. And then I said, hold on, let me understand this. So she is from a family who bought a cul-de-sac way back in slavery days, and they keep handing it down. And she pulls up with the biggest whips. You know, they don't really dress flashy like us. But, you know, she had land, and I'm like, how did she was like, I don't know anything about that. And I said, man, this is along the same lines of when the black people die in the community, they sell a house and share the money. First off, the nothing is gonna appreciate more than property that's the first big purchase you ever gonna have. Like I sat on my ass and made 50,000. Just because I bought in the right neighborhood on my first go round, like, yes, gentrify this bitch. Yeah. Please. But again, we as a community have to stop starting from the bottom, which is why now it's so, polygamy is taboo. Because if we get together, it's a wrap.
Like you just said, and then like I want teach our children about banking,
credit,
stocks,
loans, mortgages. Cause like these are the things that I really wish that they'd have taught us. Cause I like when my mom passed away, my mom owed maybe like a couple thousand, maybe like 30,000 on the house. I didn't know none of that. She never taught. And again, I'm the only child. She never taught me none of that. I didn't even know who she was paying the mortgage to. So when she passed, everything came to me, and I'm looking at all these people like, well, I don't know what to do. By this point, the bank is like, oh, well, we can raise snatch house. Well, what I gotta do to get the house? You gotta do X, Y, and Z.
Credit score gotta be this.
Yeah. And then look, she didn't have a will. So again, my name ain't on nothing. So I'm jumping through hoops of fire and fire just to try to save this little bit of land that my mother had. Long story short, I lost it. Like, I wish I would have knew like more about this stuff. I could have still had residual money. I'm sitting on my ass. I'm letting the house, renting the house out. I don't want to live there.
It's the education process. We must be. What is it? We must be. Yeah, not aware, but we have to understand that our parents didn't know. Our parents didn't know. And on top of that, real shit for everybody that's paying attention. The will ain't gonna help you. If you got a will, kudos to you. If you have, but you gotta put your shit in trust. Like, it's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit.
See, my little sister, she's into that like real heavy. And I'm just learning about with that trust shit.
You cannot have a will. You can go down the will of rights.
It don't mean shit.
And again,
but if you do it from the right way from the beginning, y'all can work it all.
It's not going to be taught.
All my kids entrepreneurship. I did not teach my kids. When we came along, they said, "Oh, you got to get a job and do the fuck all that."
Listen,
I'm not sitting there making another motherfucker rich.
Sunday, my birthday, I'll be 45.
You a Leo?
Yeah.
Should have known.
I'm just learning about like shit like, you know, credit and all that. Cause you know, I pay for everything with fucking cash. I had all types of cars. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We're no longer affiliated with that lifestyle.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, I went into a car dealership to get a car, right? Here I got money, cash, whatever. I'm trying to, my sister like, listen, you need to build your credit up. I goes into the car dealership, I got $6,000 cash to put down on the car. The man couldn't get me a loan even though I make $127,000 a year. He said, I've never seen this shit before.
Because of the credit.
He said, I don't know what to do for you. He said, you got the money, you've been at the job long enough. He said, I can see what you can do. He said, but I can't get nobody to fucking finance you because your credit, you have no credit.
You have no credit.
They look at your social security number and saw you be black.
Yep. But they don't see nothing because I'm paying
know
everything.
you black from our social security.
Yep.
And not only that, even the way we view debt. Like, debt is not, black people, debt is not a bad thing. You cannot acquire true wealth unless you're a beast at debt management.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have more loans than you can count. You just got to know how to manage them. Don't be afraid of
how much
my
the
folks jumped in. There they go.
How much
right. Don't
every
even
month
worry
on this
about
date.
Thank you.
Sorry. Every month on this date, because that's what I thought. I thought I should have one card that I use only for gas, and that makes me great. But then I got another young lady, black woman from New York that was here downtown. She was like, she showed me bankruptcy, and she's like, this what I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, they file every 10 years.
And that's another thing.
They renew their life every 10 years,
She told me
baby.
that, and she said, and this is how you flip from where you think you're doing so great with that one card. This is how you do with these 5 cards. And every month you do this with these 5 cards. Yeah. That's what make you great. Not that you got one card and you stand on top of your business, because I thought I had a ride with that. She said, no, the fucking 5, 10 cards. I thought I had a ride with them. Not only was you
my uncle was like a black Jewish person.
My God.
He had a card for each bill.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm telling you, that's how you learn to work the things. And the thing is, like I always say, I'm gonna go back to it. I always been the female who have the ladies' nights and the let's chats and the chat and choose and the sip and drink and all of those things. And I had to stop because I had to realize I couldn't control women. But I'm all for sister. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'm in there.
All right, I'm just all for. Shut up. I'm all for sisterhood, and I just want women to be collectively great. And I had to fall back some because it was really like stressing me out that women could not be good.
It's the vibe.
I'm telling you, I would have 10 women every Thursday. And every fucking week it'll be 2. I'll be like, don't come back next week. Why? Because you was talking about this person, and you will leave here. Because if we have an open topic about somebody's life, and I'm telling you, we be in those socks and shoes on, drinking and whatever, and somebody revealing some deep shit going on with them, bitch, if I find out Saturday that so-and-so said, yo, I wasn't there, but Tiffany came and told me that Amber said, I need to call Amber
You
and
don't want
bitch you
that
not
fucked up
welcome.
energy around
Well,
you.
that's
And I had limited, and I had
Mm.
dwindled down from like 10 to 3. And before I knew it, I was like, Rick, who the fuck are you?
That's
Who
why
was your place ain't all that?
Exactly.
How about you just stop? And I just cut
It
it
don't
off.
only happen with females.
Oh, and
These guys.
Oh,
Oh,
and can I, Miss
Whoa.
B, can I tell you something? You know what that was?
What?
Growth. When your vibration starts to raise, let's really just get into this because
Give it to me.
perspective is
Let me know I'm
reality.
not crazy.
So the circle that you stepped out of wasn't good for you no more, but for them 5 you left, oh, they was great in it because they still resonate at that vibration. You started to elevate. You wanted more. So you started getting agitated. What we talked about outside. When you get agitated, that means it's time to grow. So that meant that circle that you were in was too small for you. Like me personally, I don't want no catty circle. We don't sit around and talk about niggas. I told you, they're great. They go through too much. We don't sit around and kiki on men or none of that. If we ain't talking money, if we ain't talking sisterhood, if we ain't talking herbs, if we ain't talking womb wellness, this is not my tribe. And guess what? I'm so here with it. It's cool. You can be catty. You just gotta be catty over there.
And that was the conclusion.
Womb wellness. That's healing.
Healing.
That's healing. That's healing.
Oh.
Not only
womb
wellness. Right. So again, right. Here's the thing. If they not just attacking black men, they're attacking the black womb. The whole no creation, ain't no nigga better than a dead nigga is totally real. Yeah. So the fibroids, the cysts, the hysterectomies, all of that, like we gotta get through that because they say hurt people hurt people. A lot of these women is walking around. Let's just get into it. And I love y'all so much, and I want everybody to hear. Look me in my face when I say this. You're agitated because you don't feel good, mama. Your period is too long. You have fibroids that are making you go crazy. So when you walk around and these niggas see that you upset, boo-boo, you not upset, you hurting. And on top of that, we are in a whole patriarchal society that everything you do hurts, boo. Her hair hurts. When she get her hair done, listen to me now. When she get her hair done, they like, damn, that's a bad bitch. Them braids underneath that wig hurt. That glue around her head hurt. She got heels on, baby. Her feet hurt. God damn it. So you got this woman that's all the way together. Her stuff, she on her period. She PMSing. She could be premenopausal like me, 42. Yes, it happens at 42. Yeah, baby. I got night sweats, man.
Her back hurt. Her bra too tight.
Her booty shades from left to the right.
I'm just saying, so you walk around in a constant state of hurt. Yeah. So when you come off the people as hurt, as angry, hurt people. So let's get into that. Let's be happy. When you start taking these herbs, you start loving on you. That's when you're able to come at people like, hey, I understand. Hey, I see your point of view. No, I'm not upset with you. It's cool for you to have your own mind and think like that. Let me just stay over here. That's where I'm at. So you weren't having issues with your show. You were growing. And you were growing. And let me tell you something. The people in the comments, even they don't like what you saying, they growing too. Because when you plant the seed, the tree do not grow overnight.
Well, what about
it
me? Because people hate me. They growing too?
Well, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Or you know.
Truth shall be said.
The thing is, it don't grow overnight. When you are truthful, people might hate how you said it, but they taking that shit home and they digest it.
You look at
comments,
they'll be sitting around and as soon as a motherfucker say something that makes sense, you'll see somebody getting up. All of a sudden they got use bad.
It don't grow overnight.
It happens. People get down to it. Because like I told you, the young lady who called in and said, I can't stand them. And actually, she's listening. Hey, Nicole, good morning. She called them one day. And I hate calling y'all because y'all so harsh. And y'all so mean. You remember that phone call that day because we talked after the show, her and I. And for you to not like to call us because we so harsh, we so mean, like she's watching now, she rarely miss our shows.
Well, you gotta grow.
And kudos to you, Nicole, for growing. I'm not meaning to point you out, but I'm real and I talk. Since your name is right there, I'm gonna talk directly to you. You gonna get what you gonna get. So a lot of people say, well, V, why you having such and such event? Well, why you invite so and so? Because I still want her to see great women go invite you. That's how black people know how to enjoy themselves. Right. But can we do a tight circle get together? Nah. Do I want to come over? No, but I'm having this big event. There's going to be some wonderful people there, and I just want you to partake in black good culture.
Yeah,
I want
because
you
if
to
it's
come
on
and have a great time.
a broader spectrum, you don't have to sit yourself inside of that shit.
I don't have to, and 9 times out of 10, like I can have Donna at the event and she can come and she can sit next to the right person. I can say, well, look, I need you to sit here. I knew what Eddie had to say was going to give you some clarification on whatever questions you and Tavon had from the show yesterday. So I ain't going to say call him, but I'm going to bring Eddie right in here. Eddie, I need you to come in here and speak truth on whatever. I have always had a good vibe with people in places and things. And it had to take for me to grow me, to mature me, to know that, Veronica, you have the power to sit summon any fucking body in the midst of any fucking body. And every fucking body be great.
So they probably want Klansmen and some shit I don't understand.
But you know what? Don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised when they come in. He don't got the white sheets. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring one in here for you. I'm gonna bring one in here for you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Everybody get to the point where they look at a black woman and say she's great, and I need to be a part of that. Y'all won't say it out about me out loud. I know you're not. But I know who you are.
Oh, yeah,
you will say, I want to be a part of what V got going on. Because nobody probably would have ever thought that you and I would come together with this. Or even with your fashion show. I didn't even think it. I kept seeing the inbox like, she's a fucking weirdo. I can't get a chance to talk to her. But then when she sent the video, I said, this lady is real about her shit. She took the time, like, I ain't sending no more messages to this bitch. I ain't trying to call her no more. She sent me a whole video talking in her car. Like 2 different videos though.
3.
It was clip back to back, and 3. She got out every word she wanted to say to me in them videos, and that's when I said, "Let me call her."
There's probably somebody that hate that.
And they would hate that because at the end of the day, black people hate unity of black women.
Yeah, they hate connection.
They hate anything.
Motherfucker, I'm guarantee a motherfucker on inbox for
y'all about to real bad. Because V said that she helped a lot of you ungrateful people with this fashion line and stuff. Like, I felt like God puts you in positions for a reason.
And I believe that.
Then as though, like, as soon as I sat down, V was like, oh, she's having a fashion show. I choreograph fashion shows. I teach people how to walk. I do this on a regular. That's my passion. One of my things is what I want to do when I get older. My first time seeing top model, I want to be like Mr. J, Miss J. I want to teach girls how to walk. I can walk in heels, platforms, Stacey Adams dress shoes. I can teach men how to walk,
and tell you exactly how the fuck
you
should do it. So in my mind, today was great to have. Look, I want to know if you. I called it. You want to be here 15 minutes, or can you stay the whole time? I knew what y'all wanted to hear. Eddie was going to give it to y'all, but at the same time, what she had to do with fashion show, Eddie was going to be able to bump some stuff around. So all y'all see is that we're in a new setting, we're in a new area, and we got to again give a shout out to It's Not Over for allowing us to jump in here in her office. This was great, Ira Johnson. We really greatly appreciate it. Everybody who watched the show know her. She's a listener. We call her Muffin Lady. And Tavon named her daughter Cupcake.
I love it.
We appreciate Muffin Lady and Cupcake for giving us their office to go live in. I want to say thanks to everybody who have tuned in, from Donna's Voice V page to the Miss V page to the Straight Talk with Miss V group page. We here for this. We're going to be here again tomorrow. We're going to do another show tomorrow. And every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thereafter, Miss V is not dialing it back at all because she don't know how. I'm sorry, I see something popping up and I don't know what it is. But yeah, so Sunday at 4, Miss Donna, your fashion show is
8/21 at 7 p.m. 208 South Pulaski.
South Pulaski Street. Tickets
are on Eventbrite, and if you can't find it on Eventbrite, you can find me, A Natural Hair Story. I pop up on everything, and hopefully the link works to take you straight there. But if not, jump in my DM. I'm extremely active on Instagram. So, like Ms. V said, look, text me. So you can DM me, and I got you. But if you do anything else, just give me a second, and thank you.
And I'm also, of course, thank you for being here. I'm also going to put our picture on my Timeless face. So I'll add her name, so you'll be able to click her name and find out about the event. She had waist beads, and she had other clothing lines that'll be there wearing, for the models who will be wearing the waist beads. Of course, Thomas was going to be in there. I got some t-shirts coming out and some little booty shorts because I want my name to stick out. So I need the ladies with the thick be the ones who wear the Timeless pieces.
Me too.
See, look at this thing. And again, we got to give the big shout out to my, when we say the whole name, I always got to say the whole name. Addie Benji Cunt Howard. I always love the name Benji Cunt, y'all. Eddie, I thank you for being here. I thank you for being the person who is reliable to speak truth. I always bring you in here, not because I ain't paying, he's the only person to come. No, I bring Eddie in here, even if he said, B, I'm going to need you to pay my way. I'm going to need you to take me home, Eddie. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what he needs me to do. I bring Eddie in here all the time because Eddie speaks truth no matter what the fuck you got to say. You got to say about his lifestyle. He going to give you his truth, and I love him for it. So thank you so much for coming today, and I hope you and his daughter can get something together.
We are.
And if you decide, okay, so if you decide to jump into the fashion show for Sunday, you know I will make the t-shirt just for you. How, you know, I'll custom yours out because this my nigga, this how we do. I appreciate you bringing the straightforward. I know y'all ladies been talking bad about the nigga in his inbox because he showed. But what I want to say is, Tone, thank you for keeping it real. I've known you since school. You was a little more gentle when we was in high school. You know, you rugged as a motherfucker now, but
I got destroyed.
all it took was one mistake, him out. He out of there. But he's still cool as shit, so thank you. And of course, our Bmore, Kevin Samuels, Tavon.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in, man. Y'all shed a lot of light on some stuff I ain't know nothing about. And stuff that I ain't even know other black people was thinking about besides myself.
Right.
The community is here.
Right.
He showed up.
And we have to really do another show where we just going to talk
absolutely,
about the wake up and the consciousness of black people.
Yeah,
I think we really need to. We really need to.
And I
We need to
told
get
you all this
together
was
with
going
her.
to work out today. It was delayed for a reason.
Tammy, love you. Mike said, hey, Miss V, that's my husband, y'all. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Can we go out to lunch? Thank you. And I meant to tell you, hey, cousin Tamika, real quick, let me tell Eddie Howard, my sister owns a daycare, and she hardly watches the show, but she tuned in today because she heard Benji Cup was going to be here. And she was like, you know I love Eddie. Like the fuck they done met me good friends. I was like, Tammy, yeah, so when you that name you see on that and say Tammy Malone, that's my sister. Bye. Check out the new Towners. Check. Leg and sack.
It'll be at my fashion show.
It'll be there. Oh, look. Y'all know I throw our fit together, get it on the runway. All right, y'all. Peace.
I got to talk to a couple of chicks. I said, yeah, this dude named Eddie coming on the show. Hey, Eddie, that sounds familiar.
I'm